All right, drop our family. BB King. All right, this Nubian gold. Now, we dealing with the area of Kush, which is bigger than this. You see what I'm saying? Down there by Karma, Neptapaya, and Monroe. So we dealing with the Kushite capital. You see what I'm saying? To Arcanem. And, this area was known for a lot of gold. You see what I'm saying? The word Nubia mean gold. So does the word Ghani or Ghana. Okay? So the Nubians was always known for gold. And the Nubians in these certain dynasties will always bring gold up to Egypt that they got from different parts of Africa too. You see what I'm saying? Africa is the most gold producer country on the planet. Produces more than 85% of the gold in the world, okay? So we dealing with the Kushites and the Nubians around the world. We know for a fact that the what we call it, the Egyptian, sarcophagus and the Egyptian artifacts that's gold came from what they call sub-Saharan Africa, what I call the larger family. Okay, drop out. All right, this Amashiketo. Now this the sister right here that fought Alexander, and they got this sister and all the Ethiopian brothers and sisters, as we do today in America, we love to look good. We love diamonds and gold. That came from the ancient world. That's how you know we Nubians, because we love gold. Okay? So this sister right here, as other sisters, they got a thing called Hannah, where they would dip their fingers in it's like perfume and ashes, where their fingers would be black, so that will make the gold shine brighter. Okay, so we're dealing with Nubian gold. You see what I'm saying? As I always talk about, the Nubians doing pilgrimages into Egypt. This is Naga world. This is Naga Sudan, Naga, Southern Egypt, Naga, Kush. You see what I'm saying? Just like what you see over there in India, but this is before what you see in India. Okay, this temple right here is one of the oldest temples in the Nile Valley. As you can see, it's been destroyed and it's been, tampered with. Around 760 BC, Ethiopia, known at the time as Nubia or Kush, was invaded and took it over by the Egyptians for a span of 150 years and became what is today known as the 25th dynasty of ancient Egypt. Okay? Okay, documents that exist of the Nubian pharaohs and the Nubian royalty is in the Bible. True in the fact. Pianki and Taaka are two of the pharaohs that are also with Ramesses that is mentioned in the Bible. Okay, we know the chronology of the Bible. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. Now, again, gold. We're dealing with gold. We're dealing with Nubian gold. And just like I said, the black make the gold shine brighter. You see what I'm saying? Black and gold. You see what I'm saying? It just go perfect together. Matter of fact, uh gold is coming out of volcano rock, which is black, and it take over 80 million years to produce a vein of kimberlite, which produces gold. Okay, facts. Now, uh, we'll deal with this. Mizraim and Aaron spoke against Moses because the Cushite woman whom he married, for he had married a Cushite woman. So Moses uh married a Cushite woman. I wonder why. Did he try to get in the richest family because of the gold? Okay, so Sarah, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian servant, and gave her to Abraham as a wife. Okay, so both Abraham and Moses had Nubian or Egyptian wives. Now, uh, these are the most significant figures of the 25th dynasty. Okay? Alara, Kashta, Pianki, Shibaku, Ta'aka, Tatama, and Amarides the first. Okay? So we talking about Nubian gold. Now, a lot of these temples were raided. You see what I'm saying? Were raided by the Assyrians. The Assyrians. Ashurbanipal was an Assyrian, and he went down in Egypt, also in northern Nubia, uh, chopping into the temples looking for gold. Matter of fact, that's where y'all get the gold, the word, the song, silver and gold, silver, from Ashurbanipal, okay? And y'all seen that shit on Christmas too, and he's singing about stealing in your land. The Nubians would always, would, attack people that tried to come into their land. As we know today, they, for the most part, even though the Kushite kingdom shrunk from all the way over past India, the Kushite kingdom shrunk to where it is today in Ethiopia. Okay, now, behold, this is the taunt for the Assyrians. Behold, you rely on the staff of the crushed reed, even on Egypt, on which if a man leans, it will go into a hard and price it sows. King, Pharaoh king of Egypt, to all who rely on him. Okay? So what was the Assyrians really wanting for Africa? Did they want gold? Did they, believe the myth that gold in Egypt was, like sand? It was plentiful with sand, which was a fable because the gold was actually coming from Nubia. Now we're dealing with King Ta'aka, and he was 690, 664 BC. Remember that, okay? Remember that. Now, when he heard them, he said, conquering Ta'aka, king of Cush, he has come out to fight against you. Talk about the Assyrians or whatnot. So the battle that confirmed the Hebrews and the Nubians alliance. See, so the Nubians, Ta'aka, went and saved them from the crazy Assyrians. Told them, look, these are our brothers, and we must protect them because they was once a part of our kingdom. Okay? That's what he told you. Okay? So, we dealing with gold. We dealing with gold. So let me get there. Okay. So now you see King Ta'aka, after he rescued the Hebrews from the Assyrians, and and he bring them into Africa, he goes and there and give praise to the Horus. Okay? He get, and every Pharaoh and every king, gave, if he wasn't the Horus king, they always gave praise to the great godson Horus after every battle. Now again, the Nubians was known for gold. So now we know the story, which we'll try to show here. I just want to show a few artifacts. Again, the Nubian temple in Nagaland or whatnot. What I want to show is the Nubians will always bring, great amulets, great artifacts into Egypt, for the king or whatnot, because they was a part of the same kingdom, which proves that. You see what I'm saying? They bring in gifts, no different than, when the sister took the gold to King Solomon. Okay? The queen of Ethiopia took the gold to King. It's the same ritual. Just like when Mansa Musa took all the gold into Egypt and to Mecca. You see what I'm saying now? So not only did they bring gold, but they brought a lot of other products into Egypt. Egypt was a power center, not just for education, but also for agriculture. And you could go up there and hustle and produce and make some money. You see what I'm saying? Set your stand up and you could, sell your coconuts or whatever it may be. Now, again, the Nubians bringing gold. We're dealing with Nubian gold. The word "new" mean gold. You see what I'm saying? The word "new" mean gold. Now, when you even look into the Americas, the gold that the Native Americans made their spiritual artifacts from was African gold called guani, the same word that the Ghanaians use today for the word gold, guani. Okay, guani. That's how we know the Olmecs are also African. Period. If you look at the resources of gold around the world, America does not, or South America, their main export is not gold. Okay, the main export of gold is coming from Africa. Again, we dealing with King Tut. We dealing because the King Tut mask was made out of Nubian gold. You see what I'm saying? Gold is one of the softest metals. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times you have to mix gold with a little bit of a harder metal, maybe like some copper or something like that, to make it to where you can make jewelry out of it. You see what I'm saying? Most gold that you have is not 100% gold. It usually maybe 90, 95, something like that. Again, the Nubians not also created the first jewelry. They also created karate, which means the spirit inside you. Now I just done a video talking about that. The ka is the spirit, Ra is God, Te is you. Okay? The Chinese call it Chi. So we can't wait on nobody to come save us. We must do it ourselves. All we gotta do is go look on the walls. All right, again, Nubian gold. Now, this mountain, Jebel Barku, was all, even to this day, but always was a lighthouse for people that was coming, into the from the desert into the glorious lush land of Egypt. At one time it was. And as you can see in the Nile today, which I showed, one side of the Nile is lush, one side is sand. So the people that was coming in from Arabia and all that, they were trying to get to the other side of the river where it was lush and green. But this right here, Jebel Barku, down closer to Nubia, had gold leaf centered all the way at the top to serve as a beacon so people could find their way into the light, into the Nile Valley. Some say it was even carved, and if you look at it, it really does look like a pharaoh's head, and it had the snake would have been gold, and some gold leaf is still there to this day to prove that fact. Now we dealing with Alexander. Now we was talking about Napoleon the other day or whatnot, but we talk about Alexander. Now the sister Amashiketo, which this is her right here, the Naga Nubian lion queen or whatnot. Now Alexander, after raiding Egypt, he wanted to come raid the Kushite capital down in Nubia. But this sister right here, tried to make, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. understanding that she had a more powerful army than he did, but he didn't understand that being a young general at that time. He thought maybe because he defeated the Egyptians that maybe he can go down here and deal with a sister. You see what I'm saying? But this sister ended up humiliating Alexander the Greek. So he comes down in the Nubia wanting to fight, right? She sent her generals with golden arrows for Alexander, which was a sign of peace. Which was a sign of peace. Okay? Now she told her soldiers, if he accept these, arrows, is peace. Alexander, being cocky as he was, did not accept the arrows. He sends the arrows back with the Nubians. So the Nubians go on attack and say, you don't want to do that. So Alexander comes down in the Nubia. Again, there go the golden arrows. She tried to make peace with him, but he didn't want to take her. And so, again, she sent her people on attack. Now, this sister, again, we dealing with Nubian gold. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of the European explorers was after. And even in America, when they came to America, they wanted gold from the Native Americans. The Native Americans didn't really have a lot of gold because what gold they had got from the Africans. And I showed y'all that in the Mayan Codex with the Africans handing them that guani, that gold, that spear of gold, okay? Now, this sister right here, I also may note that she lost one of her eyes in the midst of battle, okay? So again, some more Nubian gold with precious jewelry, emeralds, diamonds, and different artifacts. Egyptian Nubian jewelry is still the finest jewelry to this day. It's still the finest collection of jewelry that has ever been created, ever, in world history. You can't even create nothing like this today, and we got all this so-called technology, okay? So, there was an unexpected number of Nubian rulers and queens in the time period of the Golden Age, the Maronic Kingdom. Nubian queens are called Kandakis. The Kandakis were portrayed as warrior queens and will fight in order to protect their own empire. And it is believed that Alexander the Great tried to make a move on the Kushite capital, but failed to do so because of the warrior queen called Candace or Kandakis of Meroe. She was the wife of the king Turkis, and later succeeded him when he passed away. The Kandakis fought in the war against Rome, and she lost an eye in the procession. Afterwards, she was immortalized in a statue and pottery and art, just as many other queens were. In a common Nubian woman also had social class, and she was a priestess, and she was the head of her religion, of her kingdom. Again, now this queen was had elephants, and we dealing with gold. Not only was they born arrows were gold and they spears were gold, the tusks on the elephants were gold. So they would make gold casts for war for the elephants. Okay, there it is right there. That's a fact. The Nubians will also train lions and ride on the back of lions. So, Candace or Kandaki, it ain't just one. It's a whole tribe of empresses. The general chief of its armies waiting on Alexander the Greek to cross the Nubian capital borderlines. At first, at the first cataract, Alexander, having conquered Egypt, easily decided and tried to invade the center of black power and hastened his army at the first cataract at 332 BC at Tasseti. Okay? Now, that's coming from the great Chancellor Williams. And that's an actual photo that was drawn of this sister and her army of her brothers and sisters. They had lions. You see what I'm saying? They had trained lions. They had trained elephants. The elephants come from Hannibal. And the tank, the army tank that they got today, come from these elephants that Hannibal and the Kandaki queens had. That's the model of today's fighter tanks. Okay? So again, we dealing with gold. You see what I'm saying? Africa is the gold capital. There ain't no more gold nowhere else in the world. That's just facts. All right, family. I wanted to do that. The Nubian gold. I'll see y'all in a minute. I got some more videos later on today, and I'm definitely going to share them with y'all. Love y'all. See y'all in a minute. Share the video. Jah Power. BB King.